We're in the wonderful little town of Wingham, just outside Taree. Come and see the big log in the centre of town.
We're staying at Bellbird Hill Bed and Breakfast for a few days. This beautiful place is near Taree and Wingham, but out in the countryside, in the hills, with the most amazing views.
Just come down to Wingham Brush to see if we can find the odd bat or two. We understand there just might be one or two of them flying around or hanging up. So Wingham Brush is one of 3 reserves and that have the last remaining remnants of lowland forest in New South Wales. The rest of it's all been chopped down and destroyed. They also, this is a reserve for bats. During the 1960s there was a campaign to have the bats exterminated. The genius of humans, of course. It didn't work. And luckily we've still got bats left.
All 3 sorts of flying fox, the little red, the grey-headed and the black, come here to roost. But at certain times of year there's only 1 or 2 species here. So let's find out. There are also lots of birds.
In March of last year there were some massive floods that came through here, and water was all the way up through here and washed away a lot of the old boardwalks, so they've been replaced recently. This is Diane looking at wonderment at the little flying foxes.
Oh, they're so adorable. You can already see the little chaps.
Yeah. As we venture deeper, ever deeper, into the jungles of Wingham Brush, we see the renewal process in action. Over my shoulder, the decaying stump of a tree, and the rebirth with new plants coming out, rotting stumps. And of course the ever-presence of squawking bats. Okay, you probably can't see this too well on film, but that depression there is the remnants of an old saw pit. In the 1830s they used to come up here looking for the red gold, as they call it, which was red cedar trees. And so they used to create saw pits so that man could stand underneath the log and be able to work the saw up and down while another man stood on top doing the same thing, and they cut the cedar trees into planks for easier shipment.
And we've come out by the Manning River. This river is very special because there's a threatened species of turtle, the Manning River turtle, that lives here, and there's a conservation project afoot, helped by Aussie Ark, to preserve these turtles. There's Wingham Brush, just over there.
And over here is a little oddity. It's called Mick's Cheer. It's for the community's enjoyment. Mick was evidently the mayor between 1999 and 2003. Mick was obviously a very happy, jolly little gentleman. The chair to pick scenes of Wingham. The railway line, the beef, the trucks, the logging, the water sports you can do, the bats, the swans, everything. So I am now sitting in Mick's chair, pondering things in life. It's a bloody hot seat actually. when you're in the sun like this. Now, this is the bit in our merry little story where we say, like and subscribe to our channel. We greatly appreciate it. Just up in the tree up there is a catbird. They're beautiful looking birds. Also, they make the weirdest call, and it sounds, surprisingly, just like a cat. So let us have a look here. I'll just put you into the viewfinder. You can see the little sucker there. Okay, here we are. We've made it to the legendary
Ellenborough Falls! Yay!
It's spectacular!
It's beautiful!
Well, the excitement of the falls was so great, we decided to have a coffee before we plunged down into the depths of the waterfall itself.
There are 2 walks we'll do, one to the base of the falls and one to a lookout. So there you go.
No, we will plunge down.
Okay, we're walking down to the base of Ellenborough Falls now. The falls are the 2nd highest in Australia, and it's 641 steps down to the base and back up again. So we'll see how we feel when we come back up. It's a hot day today.
Okay, official facts. It's 450 metres to the lower falls. There are 641 steps, and it's approximately a drop of 160 metres in altitude. So we're getting down. They say it takes 30 minutes to get down, 45 minutes to get up. That's if you're fit, not a fat bugger like me. Here comes my charming wife down the
Slippery steps.
It's the lovely bushland that we're descending into.
Listen to the roar of the mighty Ellenborough Falls.
Pretty spectacular!
The 2nd highest waterfall in the southern hemisphere.
And in Australia.
And in Australia. So the 1st highest must be in
Queensland.
So now the long hard slog back up begins. Well, the excitement of going down is suddenly rapidly faded, because now we're going up and it's frickin' hard work in a nice, humid, sweaty environment, and it's straight up.
After ascending through the heat and humidity up 641 incredibly steep steps, I felt everyone.
And now we're heading off to the knoll. I don't know whether it's a grassy knoll or not, but it's a knoll, and we get a better view of the waterfall, evidently from a distance.
These are massive tallow wood trees, one of the dominant species in this bushland.
And that's it. We've seen the falls, we've been to the bottom of the falls, we've gone to the knoll to see them from the other side of the valley. Now we're back at the car park. Thunder is rumbling in, so I think it's time we left and went back down to Wingham. All in all, a great day out. Recommend it for anybody. So after a leisurely dinner at the local pub, Everybody in town seems to come down here and watch the bats fly off at night. A very exciting evening for all.
It's lovely. It's lovely to watch them. They're so organised too. None of them bump into each other.